Blessed, loving, blessed day. Oh, boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fighting nation. It's Coach Fighting. This is real life boxing, man. Hey, we had the press conference for the ERROL SPENCE Shawn Porter fight today with a crazy undercard. Hey, before we get into it, I'm going to ask you guys to smash on the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you can be notified when new content is being uploaded, and you can be notified when we are going live here at Real Life Boxing. Let's get into this press conference, man. First of all, it has an amazing undercard. It's going to be an undercard that's going to start on FS1 prior to the pay-per-view, and the undercard on FS1 will feature the rising star Joey Spencer, and then the Ghost Guerrero. the Ghost Guerrero will be fighting on FS1, and then after FS1 the pay-per-view will start, and the pay-per-view has rising up-and-coming star Mario Barrios. I believe he's fighting for a world title. Also has welterweights Josecito Lopez versus John Molina, which that should be an all-out war. Then Anthony Dirrell versus David Benavides for the super middleweight WBC championship. And then, of course, the unified big welterweight championship fight between ERROL SPENCE and Shawn Porter. So it's looking to be an amazing event. The press conference alone looked like it was lit. I mean, you see the lineup right there on the stage. The press conference in itself just looked like it was a really good event. And yeah, so just very excited, very excited for the fight. Let's get down to David Benavides, and this is before we even get to ERROL SPENCE and Shawn Porter. I want to talk about David Benavides and Anthony Dirrell, because this is gonna be a good fight. We keep hearing both Anthony Dirrell and David Benavides said that, and also ERROL SPENCE said that even this fight this fight in itself can be could have been the main event or the headliner for the entire event. So it's gonna be a great card. To me, David Benavides looks kind of fat around the midsection. Just to me, he looked kind of soft around the midsection. Hopefully, you know what I mean, he's in shape. Anthony Dirrell is a dog. Both of those fighters are dogs. So that in itself should just be an absolutely great fight, man. Should be a great fight. That fight could be like fight of the year in for the simple fact that David Benavides has been off for a little while because of his suspension. Anthony Dirrell's been pretty busy, you know what I mean? Won his world title in the process. So I think that that's going to be a very interesting fight. Hey, K Diddy, Kenny Porter, man, this dude is always dressed, just dressed for the best. Just doing the most at the press conference. The hat on, the feather in it, 3-piece, 4-piece suit. It's like 100 degrees out there. They're in Los Angeles. Peep my man's tie, man. Peep my boy's tie. Porter, the size of the necktie, the yellow necktie, but mad interesting. The two trainers like K Diddy and Derek James, just two completely different different personalities, you know what I mean? So it's like the fighters it's interesting with the fighters, but even it's even more interesting with the trainers, because they just have two completely different type of personalities. And you know, K Diddy is out there. K Diddy's out there. Derek James up there in his suit. He said his piece. Shawn Porter got up there. He's like, keep the music playing, keep the music playing. We need more energy. Keep the energy. Keep that music playing. ERROL SPENCE. ERROL SPENCE just looking at him. ERROL SPENCE looking at him like he's crazy. Oh, man. ERROL SPENCE's face. ERROL SPENCE got up. He put his belt down on the seat. He said, I'm not going to get up here with all this with all that Shawn Porter energy, but just know that it's man down. It's gonna be a great fight, and I'm coming to fight. Even their approaches to the press conference, ERROL SPENCE just really serious. He wasn't having none of it, you know what I mean? Shawn Porter seems like he's taking I wouldn't say the flamboyant role, but he's like, you know what I mean, like he was saying, keep the energy up, keep the energy high. He's just trying to take on, you know what I mean, that loud role, just trying to, you know, be extra. Like he's constantly trying to keep himself pumped and trying to keep himself motivated. You know what I mean? While ERROL SPENCE is just like, you know, yeah, whatever. It's man down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting up here with all this woo and stuff. But y'all just know that September 28th, it's man down. It's man down. So this fight is gonna be lit, man. The entire event itself is gonna be lit. I feel like this is definitely, you know what I mean, like worth pay-per-view, and this is what pay-per-views, you know what I mean, should be, just lined up with the most, you know what I mean, just lined up, just stacked, you know what I mean. Doesn't have to be all world championship fights, but at least, you know what I mean, known fighters that you know are gonna come to bring it. Just good matchups, you know what I mean. And I feel like this was a very good good set of matchmaking done by PBC. Should be a great event. Like I said, that press conference in itself just looked like it was lit, so it should be lit. Look at the face-off. Shawn Porter, I seen him in an interview after, and he was like, you know, we're not friends. And then K Diddy came out, but y'all peeped that. And then K Diddy came out and said, yeah, you know what I mean, these guys aren't friends. I'm the one who knew ERROL SPENCE because, you know, I was his coach on these teams, and we traveled around the world. But him and Shawn, you know, they weren't friends. They knew each other through me. And Shawn Porter's like, yeah, you know, we're not friends. So we know that these guys know each other through the images and stuff. But I would like to see more of that friend stuff, you know, come out. And it seems like ERROL SPENCE wants to go there, you know what I mean? But Shawn Porter, he always comes back and keeps it classy, even in the face-off. Peep the face-off, you know, and he's the one who initiates the smile at the end of the face-off. They say something to each. He says something to ERROL SPENCE. ERROL SPENCE just looking at him and says whatever, and then Shawn Porter taps him and smiles, you know, and they turn their back. ERROL SPENCE, you know, he ain't really with the smiling business, but I am excited for this fight, and I hope that you guys are excited for this fight too. This is gonna be a great fight. This is a big fight for both of these guys. Probably the biggest fight of both of these guys' careers up until this point, and a major fight for ERROL SPENCE, because this fight right here is going to prove to me, at least, you know what I mean, if ERROL SPENCE is the truth. I know that he's good, and I want to believe that he's the truth, but this fight right here will prove to me how good ERROL SPENCE really is. And I ain't going to forget to tell y'all that ERROL SPENCE, he did call out Terrence Crawford's name at the press conference. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm a PBC fighter, and we're not really trying to say and promote Terrence Crawford, but he said it's man down, and I want Terrence Crawford. I am the best welterweight in the world. So shout out to ERROL Spence for that. I think that was a direct response to what Timothy Bradley had to say about ERROL Spence ducking Terrence Crawford. But that fight still remains to be seen. We got this business to handle right now. An amazing press conference. I can't wait till the next one. This fight is just getting closer, and I just want to see the build up to this fight increase, the intensity increase. You know what I mean? I would love to really see these guys take it to like some you know, to some non-friendship stuff, you know, and take it there. But shout out to both of these fighters, man. This is going to be an amazing fight. I hope that everybody tunes in for this fight. We will be covering this fight live here on Real Life Boxing, so y'all be on, that's what it is. Y'all be on the lookout for that. And get up in the comment section and tell me what y'all think about this fight. Who's gonna win this fight? What did y'all think about the press conference? What did y'all take from the press conference? Both fighters look like they're getting in good shape. ERROL says man down. Shawn Porter says showtime. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Until then, keep fighting y'all fight, man, and protect yourself at all times. Y'all know that already.